The diagram we see here is of human chick cell observed under light microscope. This is the cell bounded by a membrane called plasma membrane. This is nucleus. It comprises of the boundary that is called nuclear membrane. This dark round structure called nucleolus. The liquid between this nucleolus and nuclear membrane is nucleoplasm, and these thread-like structure that we are seeing are called chromatin material. They take the shape of chromosome when cell starts dividing, means when cell division starts. All these together called nucleus. Now the space between this plasma membrane or cell membrane and this nucleus is called cytoplasm. This structure is called centriole, which is visible only in animal cell, not in plant cell. We are seeing mitochondria. This is called powerhouse of the cell. We will discuss about them in detail later on. This is called Golgi apparatus. This dot-like structure, secretory vesicles. These are glycogen granules. We will study about them one by one in detail. Some structures are not visible here, like endoplasmic reticulum and lysosomes, but we will discuss about them also. We are going to see plant cell. In plant cell, central position is taken by large vacuole. It is filled with a liquid called cell sap, and the boundary of the vacuole is called tonoplast. Now let us see nucleus. It is at a corner. Here we can see chromatin material, this nucleolus and this nuclear membrane with nuclear pores. Now this we have a cell membrane or plasma membrane, what we call, along with another boundary we can see in plant cell. It is called cell wall made up of cellulose. It gives rigidity to the plant cell. Now these dot-like structure are free ribosomes. We can see this is rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is rough due to the presence of ribosomes on it. Here we have smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This space is called cytoplasm. Now we can see this is mitochondria, which is known as powerhouse of the cell, dictyosomes, chloroplast, which is present in plant cell but not in animal cell, which has chlorophyll and responsible for photosynthesis in plant. And we can see this plant cell is slightly bigger than animal cell. Here we are going to see about nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by boundary called nuclear envelope. Inside nucleus there is ground liquid substance called nucleoplasm. Now there are small gaps in nuclear envelope called nuclear pore, which allow the transfer of material from this nucleoplasm to cytoplasm. This nucleoplasm is embedded with two structures. One is nucleolus and other is this entangled thread-like structure called chromatin material. This nucleolus is rich in RNA and protein. It is responsible for ribosome synthesis, so it is also known as ribosome factory. Now this thread-like structure is called chromatin material. It takes the shape of this chromosome during cell division. It is rich in DNA and proteins. It contains hereditary material, which contains hereditary characters and responsible for transfer of characters from one generation to another generation. In this way we have seen nucleus and its components. Now let us see about endoplasmic reticulum. Here one end of endoplasmic reticulum is attached to outer membrane of the nuclear envelope and the other end is attached to cell membrane or plasma membrane. It provides a pathway for the distribution of nuclear material from one cell to another. It is of two types, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum RER and smooth endoplasmic reticulum SER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes attached to it, which is responsible for synthesis of proteins. Also here lysosomes, enzymes for lysosomes are synthesized, which are transported to Golgi bodies, and from there it is transported to lysosomes. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the synthesis of lipids and steroids. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum of vertebrates, of liver of vertebrates, involved in the process of detoxification. It has a very important role in our cell. This is mitochondria. It is a double membrane structure having its own ribosome and DNA. This is outer structure, outer membrane, and this is inner membrane. It is called powerhouse of the cell because it uses molecular oxygen to oxidize carbohydrate and fat to produce energy in the form of ATP molecules. Now we will see, this is plastic. It is of three types: leucoplast, chloroplast and chromoplast. Leucoplast has a storage function. Chloroplast helps in photosynthesis, and this chromoplast provides color other than green color to the plant. Now, like mitochondria, plastids also have their own DNA and ribosome. Lysosomes, called suicidal bag, they destroy the foreign material like bacteria which enters the cell. In this way it acts as a protective function. Also it digests worn out cell organelles. Sometimes when cell is destroyed, then it bursts and engulfs the whole cell. So it is called suicidal bag. We have other cell organelles like Golgi apparatus, which has packaging and transportation function in cell. In this way we have seen some cell organelles and their functions.